Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much, Henry. Hi. My name is Jonty. I've been with ShelterBox for about a year and a half now, and during that time, I've been managing our program that we've been running in Gaza since the start of the events in October, November 2023. ShelterBox, firstly, so we are an international humanitarian organization focused on the underfunded sector of shelter. We believe that nobody should go without shelter after a disaster, but unfortunately, as we've seen in many countries across the world, including in Gaza, that unfortunately many people are left out and forgotten, and that's a gap that we are trying to address, especially in the emergency phase. In Gaza, as Henry mentioned, during this crisis, there have been 1.8 million people, if not more, displaced. 90% of buildings have been damaged or destroyed. These buildings are people's homes, places where people need to go back to live that they are not able to go back to. The situation at the moment following the ceasefire, well, we've seen that people are being able to return to the north of Gaza. That's great. But unfortunately, they don't have a place to return to. There are many videos circulating online of people returning back to their homes to find the walls destroyed, the buildings completely destroyed. As much as people want to be able to move back to their houses, they can't. And this unfortunately means that providing people with emergency shelter solutions like tents, which is what ShelterBox is doing, means that people have somewhere safe, at least a roof over their heads, something to protect them from the wind, from the cold, from the sun. It's emergency support, and it's temporary support, but it's extremely vital support that we need to continue to give. During the year and a half that we've been working in Gaza, so we've been working with 3 organizations who are operational on the ground in Gaza. These are the British charity Medical Aid for Palestinians, their partner, a Gazan organization called the Social Development Forum, and also another Palestinian organization by the name of PARC. These partners work on the ground, they implement the projects, we have been purchasing items and sending items from our pre-positioned stock from various hubs around the world, joining the supply chain and getting the items to Gaza, where our partners have done the amazing and incredibly brave job of providing the support to the people that are on the ground. It's been one of the most challenging humanitarian responses that I and any humanitarian that has worked on this response has ever worked on. The logistics of getting things along the supply chain, from initial warehouses to people's homes, into people's hands, has been fraught with difficulties, not least problems with items being blocked at the border, complete saturation of supply lines, and many other reasons that's made it extremely difficult to get the aid to the people that need it the most. However, so far, with ShelterBox and our partners, we've managed to provide support to 15,000 people. Within our current pipeline, we will be providing support to another 30,000 people. And hopefully with your generous support tonight, we can continue the support and look to help even more people moving forward over the coming year or so. Obviously, all of these numbers are individual people like you and me. And we wanted to just share one story with you from a gentleman and a family who's received support from a ShelterBox project. So Salman lived in Gaza City with his family. He and his children have been forced to move 15 times since the conflict began. They had nothing but the clothes that they wore, and I myself find this extremely difficult to imagine. Salman explained it like this: being forcibly displaced from one place to another is an exile on its own, a process of torment away from home which is no longer there. My home has been destroyed and has become a matter of the past. Being displaced means that you are homeless with all of what that holds of pain and alienation. Salman and his family received a tent, along with bedding, blankets, water carriers, and other essentials, and he said, receiving them supports us to sustain and survive. Thanks a lot to everyone for being here tonight. We know it's not an easy topic to talk about, but tonight we have the opportunity to make a difference. So thanks a lot, everyone, for being here. Thanks a lot for the performers in advance of the great performances that they're going to give us. Thanks a lot to Henry and the convention for organizing this. And if anyone has any questions about our work, about ShelterBox, please do come and find us. We're dotted around the room. We're wearing these shirts. It says ShelterBox. we're at the back there as well. So please do come and have a chat. And yeah, thank you very much, and I'll hand over to you.